Welcome back, guys. How are you all doing? So today I thought I haven't done a Q&A in a long while. I used to do them quite frequently and I do them now and then on my Instagram, but I thought I should just do one on here again just to have like a little 2020 update. So here we are. I asked you guys on Instagram to ask me questions for this video, so I'm gonna be pulling up the questions and answering them. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to answer all of them, but I'm gonna try my best. What do you like and hate most about the internet? That is a good question. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to answer it like wisely, because I think this is that type of question that would take me a good moment to think about. But the thing that I love and I hate about the internet are kind of the same things, just arguing with each other, which is I love that the internet is so wide, and so like there's abilities for everyone to connect with everyone, and so it's like for me, I'm able to make videos and share them with you guys, because without the internet that's not really possible. And like the internet is such a huge thing, and it's just like somehow even hard to comprehend on what the internet is capable of. And at the same time, just because it is so widespread and it's and everyone is able to connect with everyone, there's also a lot of room for bad things to happen, you know? So it's really hard for me to answer this question, but I know I have an answer for it, but it's hard to answer. Let me guys know what your favorite things are about the internet. I would like to hear that. If you had to go for a body modification, split tongue, horns, whatever, what would you pick? Since you mentioned the split tongue, I think I'd go for the split tongue because I really like how it looks. I don't think I'd go for horns. Like, I would go for horns that are like Maleficent type of horns, but that's just like a fantasy story. I wouldn't want to walk around with them all the time, you know? When you say horns, I think you mean the ones that people have like under their skin, like silicone type of horns. Yeah, those no. I think, yeah, I would get my tongue split and maybe remove my belly button. It's not that I want to remove it, I just like how the very finesse looks when people have their belly buttons removed. I don't know, it's creepy, but I like it. But it's not like I'm gonna go and do it. So split tongue and removed belly button, I think. Is there something like, oh, probably scarification somewhere. Yeah. How do you say Dzerve? So this is the, in quotes, word is my last name in Latvian, only it is missing like this little line above the E, so it is pronounced Dzerve, which means crane. So in Latvian, Dzerve is crane. Yeah, that's my last name, and so on YouTube you obviously see I have translated it to English, so it's not hard for you to remember my name, so translated it here, but on Instagram I still have it in Latvian. Do you think visible tattoos should only be done on the people who are already fully covered? Actually, I thought I had mixed feelings about this, but since yesterday, I'm like, yes, because someone contacted me on Instagram asking me my advice on tattoos, and they told me that they want to get a neck tattoo and they don't have any tattoos. And I'm like, no. Also, a lot of tattoo shops don't give you visible tattoos unless you already don't have somewhat many tattoos or already a visible tattoo. Which is good, because otherwise people who don't have any tattoos can go in there and get a neck piece, which is, I mean, okay, you do you, but if you're asking my advice, don't do it. For me, tattoos, I like that tattoos can be personal and also visible, so I started getting tattoos on my arms and then on my stomach, and only then I moved to visible tattoos, also because, I mean, you have to commit to a few tattoos first before you get tattoos on your skin, because if you have no tattoos and you go for a visible tattoo, first off, you don't know how you're gonna handle the pain. Second of all, you don't know if you're ever gonna really want that there, because if you have already like a few tattoos, you know how you feel about them, and then you also kind of have, you know how you're gonna feel about your tattoos in the future, especially if they're good. You know what I mean? Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm just speaking for myself. Back me up if you agree with me. I do not think that people who don't already have a few tattoos should go for a neck piece or any other visible tattoo, so you should commit to a few tattoos first that are either personal for you or on a, I don't know, on an arm or a leg, and only then maybe you could go for like a neck or chest piece or arm tattoo or like hand tattoos, but don't go like for a neck tattoo when you don't have any tattoos, you know what I mean? What is your workout routine? So I'm flattered that you think that I have a workout routine because I do not work out. On and off, I do go to yoga, which is hosted by my friend, so I just sometimes tend to go to yoga. I do walk a lot. Like, I just have to run errands every single day, so I just like walk a lot. But I used to go to Zumba classes or dance classes because I love to dance. But at some point I get bored. I don't know why. Just like, it feels like a chore when you have to go and you have to do it because you paid for it. And it's just like, it takes some like this type of fun out of it. And like regular workouts just do not work for me. I just get really tired and I just get bored because you have to count either the sit-ups you're doing or whatever. And it's just so exhausting for me, not only physically but mentally. And so, for example, if I have to like move around or work out, either I ride my bike a lot in the summer, or I'm just gonna go dancing because I love dancing. It's just like fun, so you don't have to think about working out. But for each its own, you know? Would you get a color tattoo? I know you have one that isn't black, but would you get another one? No, I wouldn't, at least not now. I know that I'm very set and settled on black work tattoos, and I just know that this is me. I got the color tattoos on my legs that I have at the start of me getting tattooed, so I didn't really know where I was going with it, and I didn't really know how I felt about black work or color tattoos. I thought that I wanted the mixed version of them, but then I realized, no, black work is the only way I want to go, so I'm happy I'm sticking with this. Is YouTube your full-time job? No, it isn't, but I wish it was. What's your favorite band or singer, or more favorites? I'm just gonna call the bands, singers, or artists that I have right now on top of my mind. Like, I have multiple artists that I like. It's just, I don't have just this one. Like, my number one right now would be Flume, because I saw him recently play live, and also I've been a fan of him like for almost 10 years or 7 years or so. Then I would say Lorne. I really like Lorne. Also Son Lux, I have heard them play live as well. The 1975, Marabou State, Bonobo. I don't know what else. But yeah, those are the first ones that come to mind. Did you dye your hair? Not recently. This is my natural hair color. It's very like, we call it Latvian gray because a lot of like us Latvians have this type of hair color where it's not blonde, it's not brown, it's somewhere in the middle, and it's kind of dark. I used to be really, really blonde as a kid. I used to be like platinum white. I did, however, bleach my hair 2 years ago, and then I cut it, and then I had it silver. I had like this little phase, but right now this is my, like, I haven't touched it with hair dye at all. But yeah, this is my natural hair color. What piercings would you like to get? Right now, I'm not thinking of getting any kind of piercing. The recent one that I got was my daith pierce, which I'm gonna make a video update on very soon. But yeah, not any piercings that I would want to have right now. How is your process to become a vegan? Good question. I'm actually thinking of doing a video on how I went vegan and all that, so let me know if you want that video. But long story short, I got diagnosed with a lot of allergies, if you may call them. In Latvian we call them different, but allergy type of things. So I was getting very allergic to lactose and all types of things, and my body was just like rejecting many things, and I was like sick all the time, like nauseous. And I had no idea why that was happening, but then I got tested for allergies, and it turned out I was suddenly allergic to a lot of things. And so the easiest thing for me, I just realized I just have to go vegan. At first I thought I'm just gonna try it, but then it just ended up being something that made me feel amazing. And also I just started to educate myself on a lot of other things. And so I am also vegan for the animals and everything. So it's not just like I went vegan for my own health. Like, no, I also am very aware of the environment and how the things are happening right now. So I have my own reasons of being vegan, but I have been vegan for almost 5 years, if that is a question as well. Yeah, but that was actually, I just turned vegan very fast. It was a one-day thing for me. But I know many of you can't do that because it's like a lot harder than that. But I was just like sick, so I just turned vegan in one day. Yeah. Where do you buy your clothes? I really like your style. Thank you. I buy my clothes. I I don't really buy clothes. Actually, that's a funny story. A lot of brands send me some clothes, and so I start just like piling up stuff. And I also have a lot of clothes from Frost Streetwear, which is like right now I think at least 40% of my clothing, which is funny, but I really do like their clothes, so check them out definitely. I also have a lot of t-shirts from Weight of the World. They're really cool, and many clothes I actually do have from my mom, which is funny. We both have a very similar taste in clothing, like dark and artistic type of clothing, and sometimes when she does not want to wear something anymore, they're always in amazing quality. Like the way my mom takes care of her clothes is just insane, so I oftentimes inherit clothes from her, and I very rarely buy clothes. Very rarely, yeah. Are you going to cover your whole body eventually, or are there parts you wouldn't even consider? In the big picture, I am gonna cover my whole entire body. I don't think I'm gonna tattoo my feet, like the soles of my feet. Well, who knows? But I just, like, I don't know why. I don't feel like I need to do that. Or my head, for example, unless I get really bored. But I just want to cover the basic parts of my body, like hands are already covered, palms, my back, my butt, my boobs, my legs. So yeah, just like at least 95% of my body is gonna be tattooed. At least I think so. Oh, and maybe also my face. Well, we'll see about that. But yeah. What is your least favorite style of tattooing? Good question. I think I, in general, like all the tattoo styles. Like, I don't hate any of them. But if I had to choose one that I would not get at all, would be probably New School. Because New School is one, cartoony, and second of all, colorful. So I don't go really for cartoons or for colorful stuff, at least in the tattoo world. As you see, I'm very ornamental and black work-ish. So yeah, I guess that. Tattoo wishes, plans for 2020. Actually, I do have like plans and wishes, but I have no idea if I'm gonna get them done in 1 year, because I can never know how it's gonna be with my tattoo artist and me and our schedules. But I'm hoping to get my back piece done, my armpits tattooed, at least that much, because I know back pieces can take a lot of time. So that's the nearest future plans. Are you still studying art because you thought about a gap year some time ago? Yes, some time ago. I think also in a Q&A or in a Get Ready With Me video, I talked about thinking quitting art academy, but I didn't because life turned and I got, like, my parents just kind of talked me into it, and right now I'm on my last year and I should graduate in summer. So yeah, let's just hope for that. How are your migraines doing? I seem to have a hard time since the colder weather. You are a gem. Oh, thank you. Very nice. Actually, I haven't gotten this type of question in a long time. My migraines. So ever since I started using CBD, my migraines have decreased themselves to at least, I think, half, which is very, very good. But I still have my own chronic pains that can trigger that, and I'm just like, my whole system is very complicated and I don't know why it's trying to damage itself. I don't know. I'm still like searching for things that could help me. I'm still trying my best to like decrease my migraines to a 0, but I like they've been like average. I don't know. It was really bad before I started using CBD. Now I just like, they are somewhat regular, but it's not like they are disappeared. But yeah, I also can agree it's harder for me in colder weather. And also in summer, I don't really have that much stress as well. So that kind of maybe adds to it. Who knows? What's your favorite movie? Good question. I don't know. Right now I'm hooked on Star Wars because I've been a fan of Star Wars since I was a little kid. Like the last movie just came out, and so I watched it, and then I started rewatching many other Star Wars movies. So right now I think would be definitely Star Wars. You know, I just have a bunch of like series in mind because I watch a lot of series, but movies, yeah, I think Star Wars right now is my it thing. What will you do once you don't have any clear space on your skin? Good question. I don't think I'm gonna do anything. It's not like, I know that some people like being tattooed and so that's why they're getting tattooed. I just like the outcome. Like, I also like getting tattooed, but it's not like I would want to do it all the freaking time. So I think the faster I get my body fully covered, the better. Would you consider living abroad? If so, what country? I have considered it, and I almost did move to Germany when I finished high school because I wanted to go to a school in Hamburg, but that didn't really happen, so I stayed here and went to art academy here. But yeah, and that was weird because I've traveled to a lot of places in Europe, and the first place and the only place that I've been to which made me feel like I belonged there was Hamburg in Germany, and I still really want to go there, maybe even just like visit. I don't think I'm gonna move to another country to live at this point, but who knows what the future holds. But yeah, Hamburg is definitely a place in my heart. How does the general public react to your tattoos? In the winter, no one really reacts to it because in the winter I'm just like covered in clothes. But in the summer, sometimes people react, sometimes people don't. I don't really care for most part. Yeah, but I don't know. It's like I don't have like many bad encounters, which is good. Are your parents okay with your tattoos? By the way, love them. Thank you so much. My parents, both of them have different feelings. My dad is all about tattoos because my dad is tattooed himself, and he was the one that kind of started my journey of getting tattooed, even though I knew I was gonna get tattooed when I was a kid. That's a different story, but my mom, however, has mixed feelings, which is funny. She likes the way tattoos look on guys because she thinks it's kind of a masculine thing and that tattoos on girls is not really a thing, but she still lets me do what I want with my body because she says that I'm my own person, and that's very true, and that makes me love her even more because she takes me for who I am and what I want to do, and she does not stop me, even though she has her own feelings about it, and she will express her opinion if she has one. So she's not like a fan of my neck tattoo or something, or my visible tattoos, but some of my tattoos she has even whispered that she's like, yeah, well, they look pretty, like the ones that are like ornaments or like flowers, but she doesn't like that my scary imagery like on my stomach or something. But yeah, that's that. Do you have plans for more leg tattoos? Yes, of course. I just want to like finish my upper half of my body, and then I'll move down to my legs. Do you get treated differently with your neck tattoo? By the way, I love it. Oh, thank you. Treated differently because yeah, it's like obviously very visible. I haven't noticed at all, but also only got it finished now. So, but also in the summer I still had like the lines of the neck tattoo. No, not really. I haven't noticed it, so nah. But yeah, that was most of the questions. Thank you guys for asking me these questions. I had a lot of fun answering them. And with that said, I am going to end this video here. If you have any other questions, feel free to leave them in the comments down below. And yeah, so leave me a like, subscribe, and I'll see you very soon in my next video. Bye guys!